wanted to keen and start. Okay, and they were aspiring students, wanted to work, wanted to learn the skill, and we also had the flexibility of they becoming a part-timer, and that NETAP or probably this program provided that as an opportunity to us also. So it was a very win-win situation for us in terms of flexibility, in terms of availability of the talent, and also meeting our business need and meeting their aspiration.
So help me understand this, Gautam. Sorry, you mentioned that 70% of the workforce is fresher, so what's been your observation on their attitude and inclination towards apprenticeship, considering that it's not something which one aspires to be, everybody wants to be in employment. What's your take, or what has been your observation on their attitude towards apprenticeships?
See, honestly, I think since most of the freshers, they start with a very basic expectation. Okay, and definitely most of them wanted to join at a if they feel confident that they are joining at the right organization, which provide them right culture, right growth path, right facilities in terms of and work environment. I think normally we have seen, and I think it's a very humbling experience. Honestly, I think for us, they have really accepted that as a fact, and I think and they felt that this is a stepping stone for them to start their career. And what is more important, that how do they start and which organization which gives them enough opportunity to grow further, rather than continue to remain in the same job and same role for a longer period.
We tried our hand first at the automotive section that we had, and then subsequently in manufacturing. Though at the manufacturing in the manufacturing space, it was smaller, but largely equally successful. So which sort of gave you the confidence that it's not just about the channel where you're getting them from. The liability really is to make sure that you're doing the right thing as the journey progresses. So it's not very difficult really to execute your intent and motive. It would be a little short-sighted for me. But I can come back to you as to find out why is that not happening. But I think this makes for a beautiful start to have that conversation.
Yes. Mr. Bapuji, you mentioned that it's been 3 to 5 years. I remember those initial years. I mean, those days when we were having a dialogue with your organization, helping you understand what the system is going to be, how it's going to work. But would you like to just throw light on what preparation your organization had to make to get started with apprenticeship?
Yeah, Sumit, a lot of things, but I would like to remember two initiatives which really helped us. One, incidentally, we had a resource, my colleague who was working with me by name Manjunath. Incidentally, he had spent a lot of his tenure with TeamLease earlier.
Yeah.
So he was the guy who strongly believed in this formula and tried to explain how it can help the organization. So it was more of a change management. We were not very sure of whether this will help us.